Hello, everyone, and welcome to Double Trouble Live. As you can see, I have a new partner today. Apparently, Ciaran is a little too busy for us. He's on the way to the San Diego soccer game. I guess this is the first round of the playoffs. He will be joining us as soon as he has boots on the ground. But I want everybody to give him a hard time for prioritizing a San Diego sports team over Double Trouble Live and the DTL crew. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the new Double Trouble. My name is Frank Scatoni, and I am joined by my co-host, Tobias the Bomb Sniffing Dog. So every time I give out a big bomb on the show, I'd love to take credit and say that it was my handicapping, but it was really the bomb sniffing dog. So Tobias, this is your big shot on camera. You look a little nervous, buddy. Smile for the camera. Anyway, Ciaran will be joining us in a little bit. We just saw a really nice horse win the Autumn Mist. Yet another Eclipse Thoroughbred filly who has talent. That horse was one of my A selections. If you read my Santa Anita Park late pick 4 matrix column, that was Warming, Graham Motion, Eclipse Thoroughbred, JJ Hernandez. Paid $12. That was a really, really good price for that horse. Absolutely love that horse. So if you used my picks in your $3 low takeout late pick 3, you're looking pretty good. Things are a little trickier today. Before we start talking about the races, let me just we got 18 minutes to post for race now. We got plenty of time. I get a lot of emails, fan feedback, and I appreciate every one of them. Most of them are generally good. Some of them, not that they're bad, but they might question something or criticize something. And I had a good one today, and I've been thinking about it, so I might as well share it with the DTL crew. If you are regular watchers of the show, you will remember that there was one day where Ciaran had a major opinion in the sequence. Ciaran had a major opinion in the sequence, and he crushed it. And the DTL crew ended up making $1,000 that day. I didn't have a strong of opinion, but I structured my double plays that reflected my opinion. And I weighted them appropriately, and I ended up missing. But at the end of the show, I was like, let's grade our wagering strategies. And I gave Ciaran an A+. He was awesome. And everything worked out. I gave myself a B+. I didn't hit my bets, but I was really pleased with the way that I actually structured my tickets based on my exact opinion of the race. So what I mean by that is there were no inefficiencies. There was no waste in the way I bet. I was not wasting money. The money I spent reflected the way I felt about that race. And the point of that is decisions, not outcomes, right? You focus on the decisions. Okay, Tobias, good boy. Ciaran's in the waiting room. I'm gonna make him wait a little bit because I want to finish the story. So I got a message from a guy that emails me regularly. Nice guy, fan of mine. Just becoming a fan of Ciaran's now from his exposure on the show. And he said to me, God, Frank, I wish I had you as my professor in college. Ciaran makes $1,000 and you give him an A+. You lose $110 and give yourself a B+. I thought that was hysterical. And he's right. Like on the surface, like I should get an F. And that's what I said to him. I said, look, if we're grading our performance based on strictly results, we're going to get Fs like 90% of the time. Everybody's going to get an F. I said, you misunderstood what I was saying. I was rating ourselves strictly based on how our wagers accurately reflected our opinion. So I just want to point that out. Obviously, it's better to be rich than right, but you got to focus. If you trust your process, you have to focus on decisions, not outcomes. I made all the right decisions that day with the way I bet the double. The outcome wasn't favorable for me. All right, you move along. Ciaran did the same, and the outcome was favorable for him. Congratulations. But anyway, that's how it goes. I had Ciaran in the waiting room, and now he's gone. Let me just text him real quick. come back in, and then I'm going to go to some comments, and then we're going to talk about this late double. Okay, let's go to the comments. Paul Victory, let's get hot, fellas. I love it. Yeah, we got a big week coming up. If anyone's going to be around Breeders' Cup week or anytime during the Del Mar Fall Meet, please hit me up. Would love to say hi, have a little time at the racetrack together. Nick Severs, thank you, Nick. Oh, new profile picture, Nick. Looking sharp. You look very well rested from all those naps you've been taking. Great call on that 5, Frank. Thank you very much. That was an easy one to come up with, though. I mean, Graham Motion shipping out here for Eclipse Thoroughbred. We all know that the East Coast turf horses are, I'm going to say, significantly better than most of our turf horses out here. So, but anyway, thank you, Nick. I hope you had it. It's a great way to start the late pick 3. There's Terry. Welcome, Tobias. Yes, he's here. He's back in the studio. He wants to come back on. Ciaran, better hurry up. Froggy Mushroom, evening, gents. Thanks again for joining us, Froggy. Total regular on the show, and we appreciate your support. Dylan P, I think you might be a new participant. So welcome to the DTL crew. Hit a nice exact on Churchill 10, and Creddy Bolt runs like Sovereignty and has similar training. Interesting.
Crap, it's loud. Can you hear me?
Yes, can we hear him? We cannot hear him. Yeah, that's too loud, man.
Too loud. All right.
Amateur. It's amateur hour, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start taking interviews and applications for a third. It could be me, Tobias, and a new host. Dylan, I caught some at Churchill today. Was race 10 the Street Sense? Is that horse you're talking about? Because I kind of watched it with the sound off, so I didn't know who won the race. I always go back and look at the results. I don't follow the other circuits as diligently as I do SoCal. Let me put him back on. Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a space that doesn't have music blasting. Sorry.
Yeah. Why don't you go to the bathroom stall? Ocho, you're back. Thank you so much for joining us. Always love to see you on the chat. Longtime SoCal horse player friend, and recently relocated to Tennessee. So I know she had some fun at Kentucky Downs not too long ago. But nice to see you on the chat and playing SoCal Racing. Tobias the boss. Thank you, Vic. Appreciate it. I don't want to talk too much here. We got 12 minutes, but I'm going to roll through real quick. Larry Dannemiller, nice pick in race 7. Not a good payoff in the try. Larry, there's never any good payoffs in the tries anymore. The CAWs absolutely crushed them. Jeff Knight, your dog looks like me. Oh, wow, your old Beagle mix. Jeff, we have the mom and the son. Tobias is the son. The mom is Sophia. And Tobias is her son. She's mostly Beagle. We're not sure what else she is, but we were told he was they're both rescues from Mexico. We were told that he is a Beagle Dachshund mix. And when you say smart, I am telling you, man, within 3 days of having this dog, he was running the place. I mean, he is so smart. But all right, Ciaran, let me try Ciaran again.
No, hopefully it sounds a lot better here.
It is a little better. We got people, they want to come on the show instead of you.
Oh, I guess. I mean, just bad timing. I mean, every Uber was taken. I guess you booked them all for your horses down the hill in the last race so they get across the line, I think.
I have the winner of the last race. I'm not sure. Well, let's roll through real quick, Ciaran, because we only have 10 minutes. So I'm going to put you up. I'm going to put your picks up. Tell us what you like, why you're betting.
I had to pivot a little because I think, like you, I really thought the number 1 wound up was a really strong shot on this one. But we had the scratch of that one. So my backup originally, and I debated making it a top play, was the number 9, 406 Creed. Won the last out under Diego. Mullins is red hot. Stats are off the page. Sharp workout. I put, live long shot for that one. But, with all the scratches, I ended up redoing my doubles. I was originally just going to do one double, but I kind of split it up, as you can see there on the screen. I ended up hitting a little bit harder on the number 4 and 9 with 5 in the next race. And, the next race, the Phil horse going down the hill, my notes are always when Phil decides to make a move like that, it's usually a pretty strong move. And it is the hillside. So, the Phil horse, the number 5, is my smart play. But I think we both have the same long shot in the next race. Shamrock, and
yeah, you only picked it though because it's a Shamrock. I picked it because I actually like the horse. That's the difference, Ciaran.
No, I put here. I've had a few, but I was stuck in an Uber, so I'm still handicapping sober right now, which is horrendous. But my only negative on this one, as you know, is Franco is riding a big UGG, but they put the blinkers back on. This horse won on the hill last out. Bullet works on the training track, and I like seeing that, and then they transfer it to down the hill. And the trainer's, a good 3 and 9 off the layoff. Frank's going to say, here are my notes, that I copied him if he picks the same horse. And I actually read your stuff later, and I was like, yep, Frank picked the same horse. And then my other long shot is the number 11. She's misbehaving with Ricky. One last out routing, cuts down the hill. And I thought this was a great price for a horse that likes to close. Of course, this horse is all going to depend on the ride that Ricky gives it. And then, going back to the first leg, I did split a little, because I was able to do something. I threw in the number 2 at a big price, and then the JJ horse, number 6. How do you leave JJ off? The way he's riding right now. So I went from being pretty certain on my double, but with the scratch of that one, kind of forced me to spread a lot more.
Well, that makes sense. So Ciaran is 2, 4, 6, 9 to start this leg. We'll talk a little bit more in detail about the next race after I put up my pick. But I'm going to tell you this right now, Ciaran. I know you can't see the odds, but number 10, Jerry Spirit, is 8 to 5. He is the big favorite here.
Really?
You don't have him anywhere.
I do not have him anywhere, no.
My top pick in this race is the 4, Hard to Figure. So if you look at the screen, my heavy action is going through the 4 with the 4, 6, 9, because those are my strongest opinions in the next race. But Ciaran's right. I do like number 8, Shamrock. And so you'll see I came back with a $5 double, spreading here a little bit, using the 10 and using the other logicals to my long shot in the last race, the 8. So I would like that kind of coverage on the 8. I'm okay if one of these horses wins and the 4, 6, or 9 wins the next race, because I don't think they're going to pay that much. But you know what? That's the beauty of the double. We can actually look at the probable pools. And
I thought as well, Frank, today, I was like, you know what? I'm taking a shot. I've not looked at the prices, but my 3 selections in that last race won't be favorites. So I figured, you know what? The last race, it's our favorite course too, downhill course. Chaos reigns. I got knocked out for a beautiful, would have been a nice payoff pick 3 yesterday, and then Tina on the outside ended up rolling up and winning that one. Wasn't a price, but I got into that leg. I did a $30 pick 3, but I didn't pick the winner. I was looking on the chalk in that last leg as well, the 5 muck or whatever it was with JJ. So I was looking at a big pay, but no dice. So today I want a big pay, so I'm swinging more than I would and not hedging as I would, and I'm going to be okay. If I hit, I think I'm going to hit pretty good, and if I don't, you know what? There's always Thursday at Del Mar.
Well, let's look at the probables, and we'll find out exactly what you're looking at. Yes, Tina Turner was simply the best yesterday. All right, give me some combos, Ciaran. I'll tell you what the plays are.
Let's go 4 with 5.
128.
And I've got that 5 times. Not bad. How about 9 with 5?
9, 5, 362.
All right, and I got that 5 times. So then I'm doing a $5 double, 2 with 5, 8, 11. So what's the 2 with the 5, 8, and 11 pair?
2, 5, 959, 2, 8, 924, 2, 11, 1600.
Oh, wow. And then I've got another $5 double, 6 with the 5, 8, 11.
6, 5, 188, 6, 8, 686, 6, 11, 531.
All right, so those are actually the kind of pays I was looking for with my spread,
Yeah.
and kind of
Those
just
are good.
keeping it a little tighter on the back. So I'm happy with those pays, to be honest. It's just a matter of getting them home now.
Yeah, so I thought my 4 to the combos I like in the next were going to be really short, but they're not. So I'm actually going to come back and play. Let me see. Hold on. What do I have up here? 4 with 4 6 9. Oh, let me look at this. Let me see 6 7 10 with the 4 6 9. Yeah. See, then I get too spready. I'm not. You know what? I think I'm just going to keep my bets. I don't want to get too spready here. Right now, Ciaran, the current double favorite is the 10 in this leg to the 3 in the last. You have
Interesting.
neither the 10 or the 3. You don't have the favorite double combo. Let's see who that 3
No,
is.
because you can already tell why. I mean, you texted me earlier today. Glatt finally won a race here at Santa Anita. And, even with JJ on and Glatt won a race today, it's not enough for me to use that yellow dress. I mean, he's made it where he's got to beat me a few times before I'm going to use him. I mean, very may well beat me right now, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Here, Frank, what's the 10 in this race paying to the 5 in the next?
Okay, while I'm looking this up, everybody in the DTL crew, please feel free to post your tickets so we can root for you guys. What'd you say, Ciaran? 10 to the what?
10 to the 5.
106.
Okay.
The robots love the 10 in this race. 3 to 2. Can't lose.
Yeah, that's the problem. We've seen in some of these doubles when the robots, is that a lot of money been bet? Because when they do hammer it, they've usually had some pretty good information from the track, it seems.
Yeah, well, there's 3 minutes to post, so I mean, a lot of money is in there. I'm sure a ton more will come in, but it's probably going to come in on the 3. Yeah, the 10. I'm sorry, it's going to come in on the 10. The 10 is the favorite in the double pools. 10-3. Yeah, it looks like looking at it, the 4 is the second choice in this leg, and the 6 is the third. Does the tote reflect that? Yeah, 4 9 to 2, 6 4 to 1.
Well, Frank, what did you think of the number 9 here? What did you write for 4-6 Creek? Because it was very hard for me. I almost, when my number 1 scratched, I was almost going to leave my double and just do the 9 into the 5 8 11 in the next race. I felt everything set up for it. Diego's been riding really well of late, and Mullins is on fire. What did you think of this number 9 yourself?
406 Cree got up to win by a nose against weaker starter foes last time. His first start for Mullins. It was a game victory, but it wasn't that fast, and this field is much tougher. Mullins is having a great meet, but I don't think he expected this race to turn up as tough as it did. I don't think the horse is fast enough. He needs a major improvement today. But like I said, Mullins is, he's on fire.
And then, I mean, my notes here, 59-second workout, and that's not something you see a lot with Mullins horses. And when they do run sharp in the morning, you usually got to pay attention to them in the afternoon.
Yeah, part of my issue was like this was a 5-year-old, not a 4-year-old. So I'm not sure how much improvement this horse has in him, but those works are really sharp. And I'll tell you this, he's going to trip out. He's going to get the perfect tracking trip, no kickback. He's got a shot. I just remember, though, that write-up was based on wound up being in the race. So I kind of X'd a lot of them because I was wound up.
And then I had a write-up for number 8 Patron that scratched as well. And Demura was on there. But I'm not surprised the horse scratched because when I put on my notes, no works in September. They had no works in September, and then 2 works recently. So I was like, did something happen in September? And then the horse scratched today, so maybe it did.
Yeah,
it was a question mark. I might have used it, doing the live show here. Scratched it made it easier, though.
Ciaran's the only one I know who talks at great length about scratched horses. All right, they're about to go off, Ciaran, so let's watch the race. They're in the gate. I hope this 4 wins. That would give me a lot of nice options. Didn't break all that greatly, though. But I'll shut up and let everybody watch the race.
I'm going to give you a view of the ceiling while I watch it. Come on, Diego. Come on, Diego. Boom!
This is the only reason why I put up with Ciaran's BS.
Boom, shakalaka.
Otherwise, I'd be tossed from the show in a heartbeat. Oh my God! I just said this horse is too slow.
Boom, shakalaka. Up the outside. I mean, Diego. I mean, I've been talking him up since, Del Mar. I think he's really getting into his own right now.
That had nothing to do with Diego. I could have ridden that horse. That was all Mullins, man.
And the jockey placed him in the right spot. I mean, up the outside, as you said, no dirt in the face.
Dude, do not give Diego credit for that run.
No, you know who we should
that horse could get from the 9 hole.
We should give credit to me because I picked him. Therefore, the horse won.
Credit to Jeff Mullins and to Ciaran Thornton. Ciaran Thornton has the luck of the Irish on his side.
Well, now we need Shamrockin to take it home for us,
Oh my God, that would be amazing because let me look at the final odds, Ciaran. I mean, the computers were all about Jerry Spirit. 406 Creed went off at 9-1.
Oh, I remember I said a couple of minutes ago, I almost debated just going all in on my double, 9 into my 5-8-11, but spread. Oh, well.
Unbelievable. All right, let's see what the DTL crew has before we go official here and talk about the last race. Nick Sievers had a pick 3 live to – oh, he had the 9 here. Good job, Nick. Oh, that's going to look really good.
Yeah, I had the pick 3 as well going into that, but I went with the fill horses in the last race, which shockingly ran bad. I was really surprised at how bad Slick raced.
No one was going to beat Warming anyway. Best horse in the race. Ocho's alive. Ciaran, she used your 4 and the 9 here and the 5 and the 8.
Oh, there we go. Right, very nice.
So Nick came back and did a favored double, but he didn't hit this leg. But he is alive in the late pick 3. Those are going to pay nice. Can't wait to see them.
So Frank, in this hillside race that we have coming up, 46% of the winners have been 5-1 or more. And 25% of them over 10-1, which is why I kind of went on my toss the favorites. We'll see. I mean, I'm thinking 5 is going to take a little bit of money, the fill horse, but I mean, Shamrocking and She's Misbehaving could be very, very nice stats plays for this race.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll have plenty of time to talk about that. I want to see who we should be rooting for the crew. Dylan, they said 20 out of 25 on the board finishes for the 9. Well, consistent horse on the upswing. Good job, Mullins. Good job, Ciaran. Good job, Dylan. All right, Dan H. We'll come back to the last race there. Oh, look, it's the president of the Ciaran Thornton fan club. We'll move right along. Frank, you there? I don't know what that means. Do you not hear me, Dasan? Okay, Nick Sievers live to the 246. Love it. Thing of Beauty at 9-1. Ocho. Good job, everybody. Ouch. Yeah, Tippy, man. I'm with you. I thought the horse was too slow. I think this, Ciaran, do you agree with this? The scratch of wound up made this a more wide open race?
Not for me. It didn't for me. I thought it was a 2-horse race. I mean, I thought
you weren't going to use wound up?
I was using wound up, but I was using them even with 406 Creed. I mean, those were my 2 bets. So, I mean, I used both of them. So I thought it was a 2-horse race. So, I mean, that's why I was thinking when I had the scratch, I was just going to go, you know what? I should just place it all on the 9. Oh, well, ifs and ands make pots and pans,
Yeah, well, I will say this. If you like the 9, you probably should have had some win money on them as well.
Well, I did.
Oh, okay, good.
I've got it in that Express Bet Breeders' Cup contest. I don't know why it's standing, so we'll see. That should be pretty good.
I like to mention this all the time. Anytime you like a horse who's a decent price,
always better.
What you want to do is have the first leg of the double and miss the second.
It's so crushing.
Yeah, so Ciaran did the smart thing there.
And what I've been doing as well, Frank, I used to just do win bets, and I know I've talked about this many times. If I really like a price horse, I'm all about the win show. You know what I mean? It gives me 3 bites at the apple, and I can't tell you how many times I've had an empty double with
Yeah.
a long shot, and it just hurts because you're looking at the what ifs and whatnots, and you're like, well, I could have got some money back, to survive for the next bet.
All right, 2 more comments, Ciaran, and then we'll talk about this race. Yeah, Tippy, I'm with you. I'm licking my wound. I'm going to have to end up betting Shamrock in a win. Ocho's alive to the 5 and the 8. Chris Babcock with me, rip up ticket. Sorry, Chris. And Jeff Knight alive to the 5, 8, 11, Ciaran. So a lot of people in the crew are alive going into the last race. So let's see what you have.
Uh-oh. I'm not drinking quick enough. Shannon's already brought me another drink, another Jameson and ginger, so I better drink them.
That's why Shannon gets the big bucks. She knows how to do it. The more Ciaran drinks, the better of a handicapper he is, and that's a fact. I've seen it in action.
The horse winked at me, and Frank doesn't like it. I'm going after it now.
406 Creed. That must be some Irish saying or something. All right,
wow.
Race 10. Ciaran, race 10. The final race of the Santa Anita Autumn Meet.
I know. Until Boxing Day.
Downhill affair. Optional claimer 50,000. Non-winners of 1 for fillies and mares. I struggled a little bit with this race. If you read my write-up, but I did come up with a long shot, and it's the same long shot as Ciaran. So let me refresh my page, and let's see what the odds are going to be. Shamrocking is bet down to 12 to 1 off a 20 to 1 morning line. Current favorite on the board is number 5, Dare to Fly, at a lukewarm.
Oh, he is. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
But he's 7 to 2.
So that's, yeah.
All right, tell me who you're alive to, and I'll tell you what you're looking at.
I am alive to 5, 8, 11.
Okay. The 5 is paying 184.
And I've got it 5 times.
So you're looking at, 650 or so, or whatever, maybe more. Actually, no, more. But you have it 5 times?
Yeah, I did a $25 double, 4, 9 with 5.
Excellent. Oh yeah, excellent. You're looking at 1,000. The 8 is 772.
Okay.
How many times do you have that?
I just have that 1 time, and I've got the 11 1 time.
Yeah, the 11's playing a dime.
There we go.
Let me see who else is taking money here. The 5 is the favorite in the double.
Diego.
The 3 is the second choice. You do not have the 3. Should we look at the 3?
I looked at it.
We talked about
I looked. Yeah, yellow sundress, JJ for Glatt. The only reason I would have used it was JJ, but Glatt's got to beat me a whole lot more times, And as we said, if the 3 wins, the inside is a tough space. You know what I mean? It's tough to win on the inside.
All right, Nick is alive to the 246 in his pick 3. Let's see what the pick 3 payouts are. 2 is 1,900. The 4 is 1,900, and the 6 is 1,400. Wow. Beautiful. Good luck, Nick. All right.
I actually had notes for the number 2, Tequila Therapy, fresh you on for O'Neill, and what might be key for the horse is back on Lasix. And Fresh you actually won on this horse in 2024. So it wasn't impossible. If the 2 was 5 and out post position, I actually might have used it on a ticket, but stuck in there, and the fact that I like the other horses more. But I don't disagree with using the 2, so you're looking pretty good with that one.
Yeah, the 2 is 8 to 1 on the morning line and holding steady on the tilt 8 to 1. Yeah, I thought you could make cases for a lot of these actors, and I think that's why you said you didn't mind being a little spready, because you were trying to play combos that were going to pay a lot of money.
And if I come out of this without the win, I think I got to a place where I would have got a pretty decent pay versus just chasing the jobs,
So let me ask you this, because I'm looking at your bets, and I have to assume that the 5 is your top pick in this race, and that's why you have the horse 5 times in the double, right?
Yeah, Rispoli is 26% to Phil. Last race was the first time they put it on turf, going 6 and ran 2nd. And then Phil making the move to the downhill, I got to think Rispoli said something to him, and I've seen Phil make this move a bunch of times, so
Okay.
it intrigued me. And my notes were, if Phil is placing the horse here in this race, pay attention.
Let me see what I said about the 5. I gave the horse a B. So yeah, and, like I said, there are a bunch of contenders in here. Yeah, Dan, sorry, my tickets are dead too. But I put this up because I want to show that this is the spirit of the DTL crew. If we're not able to win, we're rooting for everybody else. And even when we are winning, if we're not, even if we're alive, if we don't hit, we want someone else in the DTL crew to hit. So same here with Scurvy Tooth. Good luck to everyone still alive. Ocho's scared of the 9. Ciaran, let's look at the 9. The Wild Razor. Oh, that's one of my A's. That's
Oh, okay.
Look at number 9, the Wild Grazer. I'll tell you what I said. Excuse me. The Wild Grazer finished behind a few of these last time, so she'll need to do better, but I think she might. She makes the 3rd start of her form cycle, and this distance seems to suit her well. She also has a win over this course and projects a very good stalking trip from a good post. You want to be outside down the hill, Did you have anything on the 9? Is the 9 on any of your tickets? I can't remember.
I did not use the 9. I mean, again, on the outside, I can't talk someone off the outside, and the horse.
What were your 9?
4 races. 4 races on the hill, 2 wins and a 3rd. So the horse actually likes it. I just thought it was a little slower than the other ones, and I just liked my long shots a little better.
Okay.
I mean, if I was doing one of those, I had to spread a little bit more on the ticket, I might have thrown that one in, and I might have still thrown the 2. Those would be 2 horses I probably would have used.
Yeah, I like the 9. I think the 9 has a big shot. Again, another horse who's just kind of holding the morning line. The morning line was 5. This horse is 6. I don't think the computers know what to do here, Ciaran. They're the co-favorites, and they're both 7-2, the 3 and the 5. The computers do not have a strong opinion in this race.
That's actually a good sign. But I was thinking, for everyone to get out that aren't alive into this one, maybe an exacta. But the fact that the robots don't have a position, they actually might hammer the crap out of the exactas and tries it themselves. If you can find a reason to toss the 3, you might get paid.
You know what, Ciaran? That's actually a very good point. The fact that there's no kind of computer standout means that they're going to be spreading their money all over the exacta pool just so they could kind of break even in this race. So,
like Frank, you should be doing you should do an exacta box for us, $10 exacta box, 5, 8, 11, and what was the other horse you liked?
I like the Wild Razor, the 9. No, I didn't. My A's. I'll tell you, my A's were 4, 6, 8, 9.
Well, if I was actually able to do a bet now, I'd probably do a exacta box with my 3 picks, 5, 8, 11. I already have a win bet going on the 5, and I may actually. Depends. I really like the 5. Actually, let me go back. I'm going to do a $10 key, 5 over 8, 11, and then maybe come back and do a box with them as well. I have to see what the pays are. What are we looking at for 5 over 8 and 5 over 11?
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm actually playing an exacta with my horses based on your suggestions. So just waiting for. Okay, it went through. What did you ask, Ciaran?
5 over the 8, 11.
In the exacta?
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 8 is 110. 5.
Is that for $1?
Yeah, and 5, 11 is about 115.
Oh, screw that then. I might just do a $3 exacta box.
Yeah,
5, 8, 11. Why even key it? I'm getting paid pretty good. Just that's great. All right.
Ciaran, the right now the favorite exacta combo is 3 over the 5, and that's paying $33.
Okay, so if we could beat the 3 and if the 3 finishes off the board, I think the exotics will pay very, very well to end this one, is what it looks like.
It seems like a lot of people in the forum aren't on the 3 either. I mean, maybe because we've all been talking about Rocky and cold and whatnot. I'm surprised, just because, the horse is logical, but none of us really wanted to use them.
I mean, if we look at the Raceland's power, it's third power. Never raced on the hill. 6 furlongs last, a mile. You know what I thought? Even though JJ's on, I thought if this horse really was anything, Kent probably would have taken it out of this horse.
I think he might have fought for him,
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't see it. And again, if he ends up taking me down, I'm perfectly happy when I take a stand against a jockey or a trainer and they blow me up. All right, and once they show me, hey, stop betting against me 3 or 4 times, I'll change my tune.
All right, let me roll through some more comments, Ciaran, because we have 13 minutes. I want to see if anyone has.
All right, let me get my bet in early.
Yeah, get your bet in. I want to see if anybody has opinions on how they might play this race, either pressing if they're about to cash, or maybe hedging if they're not. Like Nick Peters is up to bat for over a dime on all of his horses in the pick 3. Curious to see if Nick's going to do any action in this race. Here we go. Speaking of Nick, Nick is the man. He is the man. I'm so happy that Nick is back in the forum. Pick 3 paying better than the pick 4. Very interesting. Best bet in racing. I would agree with you. I think that.
Hey, Frank, the fact that the pick 3 is paying more than the pick 4, we probably got a really good double pull today. I think Slick doing what it did, I think probably juiced this pool.
I'll tell you what it is. 184.
Oh, really? I thought it would have been more, but
the pick 3 was 208. Well, don't forget there was, even though the horse paid $12, I think Warming was on.
I guess the East Coast money. I guess, yeah.
All right, Jeff Knight, Preach Frank, great forum. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate all your support. We can't do the show without you, because then I'd have to talk to Ciaran for an hour and 15 minutes, and I probably would have jumped off a bridge by now. So thank you guys for joining us.
There's not enough beer.
Leah's back. Don't worry, Dan. Yeah, I'm dead too. Thanks for joining us, Leah. Always nice to see you. Nick Seaver says the 3, 5, and the 9 are the CAW favorites. Okay, Yellow Sundress and Dare to Fly, and the 9, the Wild Grazer. Okay, so I mean those are all pretty logical. Oh, this is funny from Terry. Sunday service. Yes, this is late afternoon mass. I'm Father Frank, and I am joined by by Bishop Ciaran.
Well, I will say, I had red hair before I took the Uber ride to Snapdragon today. That's probably one of the scariest rides I've ever had. And I've had some bad ones in Vegas and TJ. We didn't think we were going to make it here alive.
What time does the game start?
Does not start till 6:30, but if I did the show from home, the way traffic is, I'd be rolling in at 8 o'clock,
So wait,
half.
You got there at 5. You've been drinking since 5. The game starts at 6:30.
No, I got here at 4:30.
Oh, even earlier. He'll be asleep by the interval.
That's you, Frank.
What happened in his ride?
I
want to know what happened in the ride.
Terry wants to know what happened in your ride. The Uber ride.
Oh,
Why was it so traumatic?
She almost crashed like 4 or 5 times.
Oh.
Shannon was white as a ghost going, oh my God, who did you pick this?
You survived that just to get to the show on time to give out a 9-1 in the first leg. So,
yeah, so now we need some really good Irish luck. We need Shamrockin' to take it home here.
Oh, thanks for reminding, actually. I'm putting a bet on Shamrockin'. Ciaran, I'm gonna do your win show. I'm gonna do your win show strategy.
Yeah. And we've talked about it over the years where we said if you really like a horse, just do it for win. But I will say, I talked about it before. Matt Miller kind of opened my eyes because I was playing a lot of the contests on another site and I saw what he was doing, getting rid of mandatories with show bets. But then I started incorporating it into, some of my bankroll bets on those live money contests. And I was like, man, I almost won and I did a win show, but the horse came in third. And I'm like, I got my bet back plus like $5, and I have a minimum out of the way. So I've actually started using that more in my live bankroll betting. I mean, it's.
I remember, like, at the start of the year, you said that you were going to start experimenting and trying different things, and that's one of the things you've been working on to see if it's.
I will say, my mantra is I always try to learn something new. So if I don't go a month in horse racing, learning something new, I get kind of mad at myself. So I'm always trying to suck up as much info and try stuff. You know what I mean? You never really. I mean, I was kind of dead on the contest and then made a little tweak. And actually, the tweak that made it was when I hopped on Quigley's show a bunch of years ago. His on-track seminar, and I was like, you know what? He invited me on. I better do this really well. So I tore all the races apart. And I know you still say I'm talking smack, but I think there was 9 races.
Everybody, first one in the history of the world to sweep the card.
No, I had 8 firsts and a second. But still, I started off with a long shot in the first race. So, but it was that new way of looking at it. So, I mean, sometimes that's all it takes.
No, that's very smart. That's very smart advice, Ciaran. The second you think you know everything is the second you're sunk. You're going to get crushed. Let me roll through some of the comments. Fan H, Ricky, Turf Sprint, Outside Post. Who's he talking about here? She's misbehaving. Anything on the 11, Ciaran?
That's my long shot. Have you been drinking?
What do you mean? We haven't talked about the 11.
Oh, I did earlier. She's misbehaving is one of my prices on the live.
You don't have her in your doubles.
Yeah, I do. What are you talking about? Number 11. She's misbehaving. I have 5, 8, 11.
Right. But, oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
What's in your cup there? I mean, how would I not use Ricky?
I'm sorry because I spent half the afternoon setting up the studio and doing all the graphics. I can't just roll into a soccer game and give out 10-to-1 shots. I'm not that good, man.
This is what happens when you're the talent. Oh, my God. I couldn't resist that one.
I always say this, Ciaran. I never want to be the smartest guy in the room. I want to be around smart people. I'm smart. This is a strategic relationship.
So what I said about Ricky, I'm going to use Ricky. He's riding great. One last out routing, and you know how we love routers cutting back on the hill.
Love it.
And the post is perfect. Like you want to be outside. You want to be outside on the hill, and it has a closing kick. And this horse has a closing kick. So I was like, love it, love it, love it.
That's the
good
problem,
price.
I like routers who have speed, tactical speed cutting back. This horse, how far back is this horse going to be? He was 12 lengths back in a mile.
Well, I think what I said on my notes was I hope he doesn't. And I think Ricky of now probably knows he can't be 300 miles back. You know what I mean? He can't be in Del Mar.
But Ciaran, the horse either has speed or he doesn't. I mean, she doesn't have any speed, none.
We'll see.
All right, let me keep rolling. Thanks, Dan H, for that comment. Nick Sievers, no hedge. He's a loyal man. He's going to go with the girl, dance with the girl that brought her. Good job. All right, well, we're going to root for you. Pepe Alonso, good evening, gents. Nice, alive to the 8 and the 9 in the pick 3. Excellent. Chris Babcock, letting it ride on the 5. Nice. 5, 8, 11. I love this. So many people are alive to some really nice payouts. 6 hasn't raced in 57 days, but has recent work. Let me see who is the 6th, Dan? Royal Charter. Yeah, I just trust Leonard Powell. That's one of the things why I came up with the horse. But the class drop is major. This horse is dropping in half. I'm worried this horse could be a little far back, but has shown speed down the hill before. So B+ recent work. Yeah, I mean the Royal Charter has a big shot. Nick wants to know who you guys are playing.
Portland, the team we beat 4-0 last week. So
do they do a seed, or is this a home and home, or a single elimination?
They finished first, so whoever finishes top gets the first game at home. It's a best of 3, so the next game goes up there, and then if there's another game, it'll be November 9th here.
So if San Diego wins this, would they be the first San Diego football team to win a championship?
Yes.
The
Well,
Chargers never
the
won, right?
whole
Chargers never won.
Chargers never won. I mean, the best two teams in San Diego are the soccer team and men's basketball from San Diego State. Everyone else is kind of choked over the years.
Ciaran, tell us about the game.
It hasn't started yet. I was going to show you guys a sweet view from the founder suite, but the music is so loud, as you heard when I hopped on. I was like, the speaker was right above.
Well, you know
it's
what?
still pretty loud.
Ciaran, before we sign off at the very end, anyone who's still watching it, you can take a walk
Oh,
over
yeah.
there. The noise won't matter. Give us a little view. That would be pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah. I'll log off and then log back on when I walk over there. Oh, it is a perfect soccer stadium. They did a great job building this stadium for the San Diego State football team, but my word, it's a great soccer stadium. That's always full.
It really is. I was lucky enough to go twice, thanks to Ciaran's invite.
You got your own private suite after you won $10 on your first bet, remember? Your first double win.
$7.50. I mean, I don't. Full transparency, man. All right, let me.
How many minutes we got?
3 minutes, but they're not even at the gate yet.
Oh, jeez.
So it's flopping my 9 from. Oh, if I left it off, Jeffrey would win. Okay. All right. Well, good luck with that, Jeff Knight. Oh man, thank you, Jeff. We love doing it, and the reason why the show is so much fun is because of you guys.
They're making us. Our viewers are making us better handicappers because, we can't skunk it too many times in a row, or you know what I mean. I'm losing. My hair's turning gray because I'm like, I better find us a winner here.
Well, I've skunked it plenty of times, but you picked me up, man. As long as one of us hits, right?
Or if we even the great thing is, look at that long shot you gave out for the first part of a double, Frank. You got knocked out in the next leg, and one of the viewers hit like a monster. You know what I mean? Based on it. So they never would have used the horse, and they jumped on the horse, and that's what it's all about. Sharing information and then adding it to your convictions and betting it that way.
On Sunday, I hit the first leg, and I was alive to a 21 morning shot. It was my single. I just singled that horse, remember? And he lost by half a length, and I was looking at $1,000. But yeah, you're right.
Well, you know what? Franco owes you because Franco was riding that horse, and he's on our shamrocking today. So this is how he's going to pay us back.
Well, I hope so, because I did bet win show on him. LD, FanDuel.
Okay, you bet money. You bet win show on him. Go 5. Okay, 5. Go 5. We got Frank.
Well, I could finish second or third, right? Brooklyn John, nice to see you, Brooklyn John. Are you guys going to the Breeders' Cup? Affirmative. We will both be there both days. Ciaran, are you going Thursday, opening day?
Probably, yes. We got to figure out, do you want to do the show live?
Up there, he just got kicked off. I think we should probably, what do you think, guys? I think we should probably do a show on opening day for Del Mar. That'd be pretty fun. That's where it all began. That's where it started. We won't be doing anything for Breeders' Cup because I'm playing in the Breeders' Cup betting challenge, so we're just too busy to do a show, but we'll do it Sunday when Del Mar starts up again. So, yeah, Ciaran, I was just saying to the audience, let's get their input, but I think we should do a show on opening day because Del Mar is where it all started.
And I'm going to be out there, so we're going to go to the party afterwards, so why not? Let's do the show on track.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitter at Scatoni Shoreshot, Ciaran at California Pick 4, and our new Twitter handle at the DTL Crew. We got to try to build that up.
Yes.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Well, Del Mar, do a show for we can't do Breeders' Cup. It's just too busy, John. As much maybe next year when we're both at home, we could do it.
Yeah,
all right, that's the date, Ciaran. Just FYI.
All right.
Shamrock is 17-1. So took early money and now has drifted all the way up. The morning line. The current favorite right now is Yellow Sundress at 5-2. But that's warm, right?
That's very warm. But as you texted me earlier, Glatt won a race. I hope that wasn't a trend. I don't want the trend to continue in this race, that's for sure.
Yeah, but then, that horse is stuck inside, blah, blah, blah. Wild Razor 5-1. Ciaran's Dare to Fly 4-1. Royal Charter 5-1.
Lukewarm.
Ciaran, your long shot and Dan H's long shot. She's misbehaving 20-1.
Boom. That's what we want to see.
That'd be nice. Tequila and Therapy, who some people talked about, 7-1. Morning line.
Well, my two long shots, I only have, $5 on them. But the 5 pays for it with doing it.
I'm muting them. They're off. Good luck. Did you get to watch it, Ciaran?
I watched it. Feet on the line. Ay, ay, ay. Dang.
Wow. Doug O'Neill, Peruvian import. I think I X'd that horse.
I X'd that horse out. It was the first one I X'd.
No,
Wow.
I had a C, but I mean, I'm never going to use that horse.
Oh, that's so sad, Frank. We had it. I just like, where's the line? Oh my God, that was a hard one. That would have been a nice pay.
Did Shamrock do anything?
Nothing. They were so far back. They had no chance.
Looks like the 6 may have gotten third.
But I mean, we tossed it. Where did the 3 go? Nowhere, right?
No, 3 was like 6 or 7.
Well, I mean, I thought we had it with the 5.
I think Shamrock just got in your last Uber that almost crashed 4 times.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, that was horrible. Anyone
Here,
out there have that horse?
Frank, let me close out and I'll go in and show them a view. I'll be right back in like 2 minutes.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you. Ouch. Dan H, ouch. Yeah. Feel the pain. Ocho, shipper. That's a Peruvian import. 10 equals 5. Not sure what that means, Dan. Dan H, out. I'm sorry, Dave. Dan H, Alice is right. Ciaran. Closes are all too far back. Absolutely. I didn't catch what the splits were, but obviously they weren't going that fast. Yeah, Ocho, that one hurt. Ricky's 11 beat the favorite. Yeah, no, ran well. If anyone, I won't call it red boarding, but if anyone watching actually, had that horse or could make a cogent case for the horse, please let us know. I mean, I'm looking at the form again. Came home, the come home times are awful. There's no, you know what it was? It was the outside post. You have to bet outside horses down the hill. That's it. That's all I can see. 21-1, 5 furlongs at Del Mar, finished up in 12 seconds. That's awful. You want to see 11.50 or less if you want someone stretching out down the hill. Then stretches out to 6 furlongs, loses lengths in the lane, stalked inside, weakened. It was a slow pace, and the horse was a length off a slow pace and found nothing. Absolutely nothing. Completely vexing. Completely vexing to me, that result. Sometimes they are animals after all. They are unpredictable. 17-1. Congrats. Ciaran, I'm gonna mute you. Show us around. I'm gonna mute you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah, but it's really loud.
Yeah, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute you and show us around. Oh, look at that. It is a really beautiful stadium. And of course, you know, San Diego has the best weather, so it's always like this all the time. Look at that pitch. Looks really, really nice.
Really loud, Frank. I hope you guys will all tune in on Thursday. I will
All
let
right,
Frank
Ciaran. I'll take care of the rest. Good. Have fun at the game. Tell Shannon we say hi, and we'll touch base tomorrow. All right, let me roll through the rest of the comments. Leah, unreal. Yes, unreal. Mirko, we talked about on the show. We said he was starting to figure things out. Like we really did. It took him a while to understand the pace dynamics here in Southern California. He was very good on the front end, but he was too far back when he was riding off the pace horses. Maybe he's got it figured out. Leah, again, no way I find that horse. Me neither. I would love if someone has a case for the horse. If someone could, like, let's say this is before the race, and you go, Frank, just hear me out. Number 10, Princesa Mocha. I think she's got a shot. Tell me how you would make a case for this horse if you'd like. Tippy put a modest 10 on the 10. And the exacta. Bragger. No, good job, Tippy. Tippy Martinez, so glad to see that you hit. Hunch play, did you have a case for the horse? Were you hedging? If you have any explanation at all, let me know. So let's see what this exacta. 17-1 to a 7-2. Let me see what the probable was for that. So 10 with 5. No, this is the wrong. What is going on here? Well, anyway, it's official, so we'll be able to see it. What did this exacta pay? $115 for a buck. Nicely done, but that feels a little light. I'd have to do the math. Yeah, 30 times 4. No, 120. So yeah, I mean it is light, but it probably should have paid about 150. But anyway, you hit. Congratulations. Ocho, guess I didn't need to worry about the 9. Paid one, yeah, 11.42. No, these doubles were paying great. There's Terry. Go Tippy. Shout out to the rib joint. Right? I think that's what it's called. The rib joint, right? Do I have that right, Terry? The rib joint up in Dana Point. Ocho, Doug always burns me. Yeah, I mean, you can't find that one, I don't think. I mean, here we go. G, I think G's a new commenter. You can't find that, sir, in the search warrant. I've been around the game a long, long time. I've heard a lot of funny expressions. I've never heard that one. I might steal that, G, but I'm giving you credit right now. Can't find that one with a search warrant. 0 shot. I love it. I love it. Is that a flag from Augusta there? What is that? What is that golf course we're looking at? LD, always beware of the last. Yeah. Yep. Terry, oh my God, yes, the rib joint. Yeah. Yeah, Tippy, you're coming down to Del Mar for a day, and then Terry and I are coming up to Dana Point for a day, and we're having dinner at the rib joint. Book it. Let's do it. Dan H. Frank, best of luck in the tourney. Appreciate showing you. You know what, Dan? Thank you. Yeah, Ciaran and I have worked really, really hard at this show, but we do it because we love it. And I'm going to say right now, I never really expected this kind of community that we're building. And to me, that's everything. Because I know there are smart, like-minded horse players out there who've felt neglected over the last few years because of the CRWs, where you roll up to a track, you got to pay 20 in parking, you got to pay $10 to get in, $5 for a program, $8 for a form. Like, come on. So I appreciate you guys. And Ciaran and I love what we're doing. So we're going to keep it up. Appreciate you, Dan. Perfect attendance. Only hole in one back in Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, look at that. Would love it for it to be Augusta. Okay, yeah. Quick story. I've actually been to Augusta National, but not for the Masters. When I was an editor at Simon & Schuster, I worked on the official history of the Masters, and I had to go to Augusta National and scour their archives for pictures. And the day I got there, it was torrential rain. So I got to see the clubhouse, all the buildings, everything, and I got to work there. And they asked me, do you want to walk the course? And it was, I'm telling you, it was a monsoon. And I was just like, no. And I was probably stupid because I've never been back. Anyway, that's the short story. Dave Eisenzimmer lived in Dana Point for 30 years. Went to the Rim Joint often. Yes. In the Pacific Northwest now. All right. You know what, Dave? Well, if you ever get to Del Mar and we hit it big, we're going to drive up to Dana Point and go to the Rim Joint. We love our DTL crew. Thank you, Terry. Terry's been to the Masters. Terry has a whole double life that nobody knows about. She's been to a lot of big sporting events and has organized a lot of really good stuff. Yeah, so all right, Brooklyn John. Well, we'll do it Thursday and Sunday. I think that wraps it up. Sorry, guys. Good on Ciaran to at least be alive going into that leg. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Let me just put one more thing up. Where is it? There we go. All right, guys. You know what we say. You don't hit the late double, you go home in trouble. Even though Ciaran didn't hit the late double, he's not going home in trouble. He gets to watch a soccer game. I guess that when you're a legend in your own mind, you get to do things like that. All right, peace out, everybody. Follow us, and you'll get notifications and whatnot. Busy week coming up. Good luck at the Breeders' Cup, everyone. Best time of year for horse players.